How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Planescape. A lot of people are giving me a hard time for trying to poison this, what was her name? Who was trying to pay her tab? Mochai. A lot of people were saying I was going a little too hard on her. But I don't know, if you don't pay your bar tab in my parts, you get poisoned. That's just the rule of the land. The law needs to be upheld. And I believe the way you uphold the law is by poisoning anyone that you feel may have slightly broken it, in no matter what minor way that may have been. I just gotta dart past everyone and hope I can find something here. I want to talk to that guy. He's got a bunch of cool ass armor, but I really need to just get away from all these thugs and everything, because they are going to kill me. Let's just find a new place to take shelter. This door is locked. Oh shit. Leave the door alone. Oh, it seemed like everyone kind of paused and waited for me, that I didn't actually have to necessarily run at full speed away from it all. So maybe I'll run back around to that. It seems like other characters around me pause while I'm interacting with things, which is helpful. Nothing? Nothing up here? Yeah, I don't think I can actually go up there. Oh fuck, I'm starting to get a bit too many of these things swarming me here. I gotta stop doing loops all over the place. Hey, did I miss going in here? Fell's Tattoo Parlor. I have not been in here yet, so what do you gotta say, Fell? You look like those guys who keep doing repairs around the city, who are like hammering on things and doing all that kind of business. You see a tall creature with a shock of white hair. Its skin has a greenish cast, and a pair of goat horns protrude from its forehead. It is dressed in long flowing robes. Greetings. There's also the option to just straight up ignore him. A series of symbols materializes, no, just above his head there. Above the creature's head, the symbols have a slight glow about them, and they just hover there. Oh, for the power's sake, piking Dabus. What's wrong? He's a Dabus. They speak in rebuses, these annoying word puzzles. If you don't know what he's saying, then we better find a native or some other way to communicate with them, if we want to. An annoying bunch. My bet? They can speak. They would just rather piss everyone off by trying to puzzle out what they're saying. What's Dabus? Chant is they're janitors for the Lady of Pain. They float around breaking, fixing, and patching up Sigil according to her whims. Oh, so it's not just coincidence that this guy looks like the guys who are running around patching things. They're worse than corpse flies. Morty sighs. You can't swat him, though, or the lady'll get upset. Lady of Pain? Who's that? She runs this city. You'll know her if you see her. She's got these blades around her face, and she's about the size of a giant. She floats off the ground, just like these guys. Morty nods at the Dabus, who is looking at you both. Nobody knows much about her. It's weird that we're talking about all this directly in front of this guy. She doesn't speak much. All you need to know is that you don't want to make her angry. If you see her, my advice, run. Hold on a moment. You said Dabus's float, right? This one's walking on the ground. Morty glances at the Dabus and his eyes widen. Aha! I knew you goatheads could walk. I knew it. Morty turns gleefully back at you. Ha! This one must not be aloof enough to get off the ground. Maybe so. The Dabus waits patiently, its hands tucked into its sleeves. A series of symbols materializes above its head and then dissipate, and a question mark appears. Try and strike up a conversation, see if you can translate. Can you translate for me? I'm sorry, I don't understand you. I doubt Morty would help. Morty scoffs. I'd sooner be strained through a Taniri's bowel than unravel what that goathead's trying to say. You want a translator? Find a Sigil native. I see. How about try and strike up a conversation? 500 experience. I think I might have just leveled up even. You ask the Dabus several questions, trying to get a feel for the rebuses that appear above its head. It is an extremely patient throughout your discussion. It is, giving you easy sentences to translate. After a few minutes, you start to get the hang of it. It feels like you've done this before. Maybe you can help me. I just wanted to brush up on my rebuses. Farewell. Maybe you can help me. The Dabus waits. Who are you? The The Dabbus inclines his head slightly, and a lone symbol appears above his head. It's blurry at first, then resolves into a white oval with a black lightning bolt through it. For some reason, you know the Dabbus has a name. Its name is Fel. I feel like I know you, Fel. I had another question. I feel like I know you. Fel bows reverently, and a stream of symbols swirl above his head, rotating clockwise, then counterclockwise. You have to guess at some of the symbols, but you think he said something about this not being the first time you have come to this place. Do you know who I am? Another series of symbols materializes quickly and sharply into focus above Fel's head. These symbols are not as difficult as the others. You think he said he knows you, but he cannot say any more than that. Why not? I see I had other questions. Yeah, why not? Why not tell me more? For a moment, there is no response from Fel. Then a stream of rebuses appear, as if trickling out of Fel's mind. You think he's saying he's sorry, but you can't translate the rest. I see, I had another question for you, Fel. The Dabbus waits. What is this place? I feel like I know you. What lies beyond that curtain, Fel? What kind of shady shit you got going on in the back there, Fel? A caravan train of symbols slowly materializes around Fel, one by one. You think he is saying it is a gallery of some sort, a gallery of you. The next part is difficult to translate, but you think the Fel is saying he is sad for you. Sad, why? Another caravan of symbols forms around Fel, this time forming a circle. He says something about you being marked and tormented. There's another section you cannot translate. Then the last portion seems to be something about your enduring pain. About you enduring pain. What do you mean? A long string of rebuses appears above Fel's head, then surrounds his arms like manacles. He seems to be saying he admires you for enduring losses. Go on. A long string of rebuses appears above Fel's head, then falls, covering him like a cloak. He seems to be saying these losses cover your life and your other lives. You're not certain what the other symbols surrounding this message mean, however. Is there anything else you can tell me? A brief series of paper-thin rebuses appears in an orderly row next to Fel, then vanishes into glowing motes. You think he just warned you not to sign anything during your travels. Very well. I wonder... so don't... Probably what he's saying... I was picturing sign language for some stupid reason. He probably means don't sign away my life. Don't sign... With the Dustmen, don't sign their contracts. So I'll keep that in mind and stay away from signing the contracts, even with the temptation of all that money. Another series of rebuses appear, forming a spiral. They have the texture of a question about them. You think he just asked you if you feel whole. Truth. I don't. In fact, ever since I woke up in the mortuary, I feel like something's missing. Something inside. That's none of your concern. I feel complete. Yes, why? No, I'll tell the truth. Fel nods, and a series of symbols materialize in a halo around him. You think he is telling you to be strong, to keep faith. I'll try. I had other questions. What lies beyond the curtain? What is this place? A slow train of symbols materialize around Fel's head. The symbols take several moments to resolve, starting with simple lines, then fleshing themselves out into breathtaking colors. Looks like he's just doing purple to me. You're guessing at some of the symbols, but you think he's an artist and that this is a tattoo parlor. Can I see what tattoos you have? Show me your ink there, Fel. I'd love you to just derobe and show me what you got. Oh, I can buy tattoos. Well, I certainly can't afford any of that. But, I could possibly sell him some shit. But is it telling me that he has no money? Can I not sell him anything because he doesn't have any money? You jackass. Why can't you? Why? Why? I need you to be able to buy something. Finally, someone maybe could have bought something. Jesus Christ. Identify? I guess I don't have anything that needs identifying, so I can't do that. But to hell with you, you bastard. Oh, he doesn't... I can't sell any of my stuff. Done. I don't want any of your shit. Sorry, man. Piss poor. Can't afford any of it. But I am going to go look behind your curtain. see what kind of weird, shady shit you got going on back here. I also didn't expect it to open up as much as it has, so maybe there is actually something weird going on here. Looks like he's working with hides of some kind. Human skin has been stretched across these wooden frames. The skins are covered with tattoos. I mean, I guess you need to practice somewhere, right? Might as well practice directly on humans. Seems reasonable. Seems not creepy or terrifying or any such thing. So I think we'll just leave here at a normal speed. Thanks, Fel. Thanks, Fel, for showing us around, bud. But I'm just going to casually stroll on out and risk all of the bad guys outside rather than hanging out around there. Let's try this again. What you first took to be a door in this archway is actually a painting. The artist has made use of the shadows of the overhanging arch and some subtle texturing effects to give the door the illusion of substance. Examine the door. Other than the skill of the artist, there's nothing remarkable about the painting. The door has been painted on a rough stone wall. You can feel the door and mortar beneath the painted wooden texture. Leave the door alone and let us leave. Probably back to the more northern part of some of this, away from where I'm encountering just an absurd amount of these thugs. Maybe I'll be a bit safer around here. God damn. I've been to this area many a time before and have yet to find anything particularly useful, so let me just go ahead and wander off elsewhere then. I'm not sure if I've gone this way. Let's take a quick investigation, shall we? See what else lies beyond. Hey, this looks new, but I do just kind of have to dart around people because I don't want to get caught up in any of that. Here's somewhere new I can go venture into, maybe somewhere safe, not swarming with thugs. Just another small dwelling, and this one is lived in by Hive Dweller. Hello, Dweller. This is your dwelling? Dweller must be their last name. Hive is their first. You see a plump woman going about her chores. She doesn't notice you entering the room. Greetings. What are you doing in my house? Don't you have any manners? You don't just go around entering people's houses. I'm sorry, I didn't know anyone lived here. Well, now you know. Please leave now and close the door on your way out. I have many chores I need to finish and I don't need any more interruptions. Okay, I'm sorry, but I might also just rob you and then possibly attack you. At the very least, I'll rob you. Oh, whoops. Alright, nope, we're fighting. I should have... I wasn't sure if it would initiate a fight. I assumed strongly that would be the case, but I didn't know. Now I know. Dirty rat charm. Good, glad to have a second one of those. Who knows when that'll come in handy. Ooh, more drawers to rummage around in. Oh, raking in the dough. But I really don't like killing innocent random people. Contrary to popular belief, based on the other random innocents I've killed, and the fact that... Oh, a merchant! And the fact that I tried to spend a significant portion of time last episode trying to poison someone. I wonder if these are all merchants. Oh, yes! Finally! This older merchant has a worldly look to him. His deep voice is gentle but confident. Hello there. Are you ready to sample some of the most delectable treats from across the plains, my good man? If by treats you mean shoulder pads and daggers and shit like that, then yes. But otherwise, not really. What do you have? But maybe I could sell some stuff to him at the very least. All manner of delicacies to delight your palate, my good man. Aborian fire seeds, garbar root, Elysian pears, crimson lotus petals, Bitopian shepherd's bread, shift spice from the chaos of limbo, and sea plums. You literally have something from limbo and you're selling that alongside plums? I assume there's going to be a pretty big price disparity there. Or what I have at the moment. Merely 5 coppers for a taste of anything you'd like. Purchase something? How about we trade? How about you buy things from me? I don't really want any of that. So, nothing for me. Oh, whoops, I accidentally clicked on something. Nothing for me, actually. I had some questions. Then I advise you seek answers elsewhere. I deal in the exotic foodstuff, spices, herbs, have time nor care for little else. Farewell then. Let's move on to a different hive merchant. There's a few other named characters in the area. This dour-faced old fellow appears to be selling various hand weapons. Ah, yes. Ah, come over here then. Come to see my blades, have you? Why, yes, I have. Oh my God, they're so cheap. Why are they so cheap? They must be garbage, right? They have to be like utter trash. That's the only thing that makes sense, right? What should I sell? I'll sell these robes. And oh, he doesn't want that. He'll take a bracelet. I'll sell you that bracelet, my good man. Oh, only if he'll give me copper. Maybe he won't actually give copper. He might just steal. I can just steal from him. He might just trade wares. Like, he might not even out the two there. So I might have to decide what I'm buying based on that. Green steel knife. There's like hammers and stuff. Antler axe. Poor quality thingies. Probably don't want most of that. I'll stick with the green steel dagger, I suppose. And let's not use the bracelet. Let's just, oh, maybe I can just sell. Oh, cool. Okay, I thought that I was gonna have to, I was like trading them. No, that's not how it works, so I will just buy that in that case. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the dagger. And I got the jagged knife. I guess I don't know if this one's better than the other. 1 to 3, speed 2. This has got to be better, right? I certainly hope it's better. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, not usable by priests. But that's no matter of mine. This seems like what I was looking for. Make sure I got that equipped. Perfect. Who else wants to sell me some shit? Now that I found you merchants, I'm gonna talk to all of you until I find what I need. This attractive young woman is smiling and beckoning to all passers-by as she calls out the virtues of her goods. Plates, jugs, cups, tankards, drink from the goblets of the finest lords. Upon seeing you, she waves you over as if you were an acquaintance. I had some questions. I don't really want to buy cups or anything. Sorry, sir, I have no time for questions. She opens the lid of her crate. No, thanks. I don't really want any of your stuff. This guy doesn't look like a merchant, but yes, Coral seemed like an interesting name. Maybe he has interesting things to say to match his interesting name. Oh wait, this guy might be a merchant. You see a spindly-looking merchant with a brush of gray and red stubble across his chin. He wears several layers of brightly colored robes, so much so that he looks like a flag with arms and legs. He is shaking slightly as you watch. Greetings. I guess, Coral. He bows and spreads his trembling hands. As he does, you notice his hands and forearms are twisted mass of black scar tissue, as if they were once badly burned. That's it? That was all the showmanship? That was how he planned to introduce himself? Not like, I guess Coral have for sale the finest goods in all the land. Nope, he's just, I guess Coral have some burnt, fucked up arms that I want you to look at. How did you hurt your hands? Guess Coral does not seem to hear you. He answers only with his spiel delivered in the same flat monotone. Guess Coral buy cloth, sell cloth, wash cloth, mend cloth. I accidentally put a bit too much of an like a flair on it there. It's supposed to be monotone. And he gestures at his layer of clothing with his shaking hands. Wear cloth. Can I see what you have? Bandages and stuff. They are useful. It's a good way to heal. But, sorry. I don't want any of your shit. I'm saving my money for armor. Hopefully. Hello again. No, but sorry. I just remembered what it was you were selling. So I'm moving on from you. This seedy-looking fellow is quick to spot you looking at him. Hey, Basha, get over here. Come see what I got for you. He winks and waves you over. What do you have to offer me? Lots of charms and flasks, scrolls. Pretty expensive stuff. Cranium rat charm. Detect traps, lore skill, intelligence. No thanks. I don't want any of your weird shady shit. How about Kosha Jai? This toothless old crone reeks of fish and brine. Spying your approach, she gives you a wide, pink smile. Fish, my child? Fish heads, mayhap? Child? Hardly. Oh, yes, yes, but a child ye are to my years. Heh, youngsters. I believe you're mistaken. Take a closer look. I'm clearly like 1,000. She shuffles up to you. The fish stink is nearly overpowering. The old woman squints at your face first, frowning, then into your eyes. Only then does she recoil in surprise. Oh my, how many years have those eyes seen? I do not know. How many do you think? We'll have a little guessing game. We'll make a wager, perhaps. Don't know. Too many, I'd say. But no matter. She leans close to whisper in your ear. It won't do to rattle the passerby. Let's keep it our little secret. She resumes her normal tone of voice. So, fish, my child? She pokes you in the belly. No fish, you old hag. Quit poking my belly. I ain't no Pillsbury boy. Let's see. She shakes her head, a wrinkled head. No answers. Have I? Only fish. Well, show me your fish then. Let me see, I guess. Why, fish, my silly child. Fish of all sorts, and fish heads. Where do the fish come from? They're brought to Sigil from all over the plains, my boy. Would you like some? I sell only the heads, should you be short on jink. I have no need for fish. Apparently I can never actually work down there in a way to get the fish. What the fuck is that? What is a limlim? I need to talk to Limlim. I must talk to Limlim. This odd-looking little creature appears both insect and animal in origin. Its legs are oversized, but its arms are small, nearly vestigial, and a brightly speckled half-shell runs down its back. It sports twin pairs of insect-like wings and has tiny black eyes and a mouth that always appears to be smiling gleefully. Pet the Limlim. Pew, pew! The Limlim bounces around merrily, its wings buzzing. It seems to enjoy the affection immensely. Pet him more. Pew, pew! He enjoys it a lot. Pet him more. Pet him more. Pet him more. There seems to be no end to the petting, and I don't plan to kick him anytime soon. This feels like when I was committing really heavily to trying to poison that lady. I think there's got to be somewhere that this eventually leads to, right? It eventually will be so happy that it will give me treasure. I'll leave it alone. That's enough of that. That is a shitload of petting. How about you? What do you have? Jump, Limlim, jump! The merchant seems to suddenly notice you. You didn't notice me petting your Limlim for like 5 hours over there? I gave it approximately 100 pets. I hope you're not charging by the pet. Oh, greetings. Would you like to purchase one of these playful gambling Limlims, my lord? Maybe. What are they? They're from the Outlands, my lord. Neither wholly insect nor animal. They're friendly, playful, and quite loyal. He takes a sidelong glance at the Limlims, then leans close to whisper. Pretty tasty, too, in a pinch. Interesting. I have other questions. The only question I'll answer, I'm afraid, are about the Limlims, my lord. I'd like to purchase one. A Limlim will provide its own food, eating insects, tiny rodents, and the like. They will follow you everywhere you go. They are easy to clean up after, are quiet, exercise themselves with their constant flipping about, and best of all, they leap over 15 feet when prodded with hot coals. One will only cost you about 40 coppers, my lord, a mere pittance for such an entertaining pet and friend. Ooh, if only I had a bucket full of hot coals that I could throw at it. Morty, what do you think? Why not, boss? It'll be fun to kick around when you're down, right? Well, I can kick it vicariously through you, at least. I want to see that 15-foot hot coal jump, too. I think I had better buy one. How nice, my lord. Here you are. My own Limlim. Great. Now what? Is it just going to follow me around? Is it just going to die the first time I encounter trouble? I have no idea if that was a wise purchase. I just got too excited. And now I finally have the merchant square. I can actually sell some of my shit. So why not? Why not splurge a little? Does it sit in my inventory? It does. It totally does. Well, great. I'm very excited about this. This is clearly the start of bigger and better things. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.